much love in our touch. Show my gratitude. She got style, grace. She got attitude. So much love in her touch. Show my gratitude.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hey, Sherry. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. We'll wait for a few more people to come in to get started. Hope everyone's had or is having a great day. It is Wednesday, almost the weekend again. These days are just swimming by. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. Let me. today. As you can see by the title,
life. So I guess that coincides with being a people pleaser. Stress that can develop into being one of the primary ways a person deals with challenges. In this way, people pleasing may look like who you are, but it's not. It's actually something you learn to do. And I can honestly say that I do believe that is a learned behavior, a learned something learned along the way. Um, it's being a people pleaser a medical issue. People pleasing isn't a mental a mental. I mean, let me read that again. Sorry, guys. It's being a people pleaser a mental issue. People pleasing isn't a mental illness, but it can be an issue that adversely affects how many people with or without mental illness relate to others, if that makes sense. Hey, Tamika, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. And these are just notes that I took, that I jotted down. What kind of trauma causes people pleasing? A child who has been abused may learn to fawn to avoid abuse such as physical violence, verbal abuse, and so on. In essence, the child aims to keep the abuser happy and appeased so that they don't become abusive again. Again, I think that is something I went through. Um, and it was just easier to just, I guess, not express myself. It was just easier to just not get into all of that, if that makes sense. Is being a people pleaser a toxic behavior? Not surprisingly, then over time, being a people pleaser could become a toxic behavior and could actually become a difficulty in relationships to others. Is being a people pleaser a red flag? While people pleasing or being too nice could seem as a sign of someone who is a really good person and cares for others, their ability to bend backwards for other people, not to say not to say no, and to struggle to have boundaries with others can actually be a big red flag and cause issues in a relationship. So it can be people pleasing can be sort of a red flag. I guess if not dealt with. See, my issue is I like to see other people happy, and I tend to leave myself out in order to make sure that other person is happy. Advantages of being a people pleaser. To others, they come across as caring, empathetic, and attentive to others. They have the seeds of emotional intelligence in as much as they can read and respond to the needs of others, even if they're not quite so good at doing that for themselves. Right. I'm not myself. I'll leave myself out. I'll deny myself if it means that someone else isn't happy or someone else could benefit from me being nice to them or so yeah. I am or was I guess you could say I'm a recovering people pleaser. Can you guys hear me? I always worry about my sound because in the past I've had some issues with StreamYard with my devices. I just want to make sure I'm coming through loud and clear. Okay. Everyone's speaking to everyone. Thank you guys for coming in on this Wednesday evening. I'm sure everybody is probably in different time zones, so it could be earlier in some places, later in some places. Give me 1 second, guys. Guys, I put up on the screen dangers of being a people pleaser. Hey, Jill's Comfort Zone, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So, these are some of the dangers of being a people pleaser: loss of self, deaf to your needs, low self esteem, cannot say no, self doubt, exhausted, anxious, taken advantage of, cannot be authentic, loneliness, and like I said, I've, as a recovering people pleaser, I've dealt with these things. Often felt, self doubt. Often doubted myself. Um, Often felt like I was being taken advantage of. Um, Often, felt loneliness, and I do or did suffer from low self esteem. So that is something that I've experienced as far as being a people pleaser. And one more thing I wanted to share. People pleasing behaviors confuse for being nice, putting other people's needs first, not showing your true feelings to avoid conflict, always agreeing with people and doing what they want, allowing people who haven't changed back into your life, in your life, not asserting your boundaries due to fear of rejection, offering to do things even when you don't want to. Hey, Frank, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Patty's Kitchen Garden and more. Welcome in. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. We're talking about, or we're discussing people pleasing. So I'm guilty of putting others' needs before mine. Um, Not showing your true feelings to avoid conflict. Yes, I'm guilty of that as well. It's not that I'm afraid. It's more of like the thing, like it says, to avoid conflict. I don't like conflict. Anything that leads to an argument or a fussing and I don't going back and forth. Not me at all. You are almost. Yes, thank you, Just Comfort Zone. I am. Thank you. Thank everyone for subscribing and uh, following me and commenting on my posts and everything. Um, Always agreeing with people and doing what they want. I'm guilty of that. Even if I think, oh, I shouldn't have went along with it, I tend to just go along with it anyway. Yes, I do the same. And you lose yourself. It's totally not worth it. Right. It's not. And I'm, like I said, I'm a recovering people pleaser, but I do have my moments where as I guess, as anything else, when you're trying to recover from it or get away from it, you have your moments where you're like in the moment, you know, of what you said you weren't going to do. Allowing people who haven't changed back into your life. I've done that, and I know that's not healthy to allow someone back into your life who hasn't shown you that they've changed. In fact, they're still the same. Um, Not asserting your boundaries due to fear of rejection. Yes, I've done that. Um, Instead of standing my grounds and really just protecting my boundaries, I kind of just went outside of my boundaries, offering to do things even when you don't want to. Been there, done that. Know exactly how that feels. Okay, let me go back to my. Guys, I'm still learning StreamYard as well. I'm still trying to get good with this. So yeah, and like I said, people pleasing isn't from what I research. Being a people pleaser isn't a mental condition. I mean, it can cause you to, yes, have issues, but from what I read, it's not something you can be diagnosed with. If that's making sense. So yeah, and it can, well, from is being a people pleaser a toxic behavior? Not surprisingly, even I mean, then over time, being a people pleaser could become a toxic behavior. So that could. So like I said, I'm trying to not be a people pleaser. I'm still a work in progress, and I just wanted to you know share this information. You know, it's not often talked about. Um, I mean, and I'm like I said, I'm a work in progress, trying to refrain from uh, being a people pleaser. And it's not healthy. It's not something that um, is it's not good. I mean, I myself after I've um, like give my last. I don't know if that's considered being a people pleaser, but after I've done, I guess, given, and I question myself, did I do too much? Did I, let too much go? Did I just agree just because? Like I said, the conflict aspect of it, I don't like conflict. I don't like arguing. I don't like the going back and forth. I'm just like, I can't do it. So, Frank, if you're still in here, can you do me a favor? Can you drop some links? Um, let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. People can make you feel guilty when you tell them no. Yeah, exactly. They can, and that's a whole nother situation. When people lay that guilt trip on you and you kind of feeling okay, like you just go along with it anyway, so. Mm. Thank you, Frank, for dropping links. Um, you guys feel free to, if you don't already have these great channels in here, feel free to click on their link and subscribe. Uh-oh, I did something. Give me a second, guys. I don't know. I touched something, and there we go. I think we're back. I think. Give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. Hey, Sweet Plum, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. We were talking about people pleasing, the effects and the reason why people like myself are people pleasers. Well, I'm a recovering people pleaser. That makes it any better. So, yeah. So, that is that on that. I don't really have anything else unless you guys talk about something in particular. Um, I know how hot it's been. I'm sure everyone is feeling that. I'll go back. Okay, Sweet Plum, thank you. Um, yeah, so it's been hot pretty much everywhere. Um, with aging, growth, and maturity, you will learn to put yourself first. Yes, Sherry, my mom used to tell me that all the time. Put yourself first. It's not being selfish. It's just put yourself first because if you don't, um, who else? I mean, who else will? I mean, so, and I'm learning that, on a daily basis, I'm learning to put myself first. Because myself, sometimes I feel. I mean, this may sound strange, but sometimes I feel like I don't deserve to have something. Whether it be a new pair of shoes, whether it be cheeseburger or something. Well, I know I don't need a cheeseburger, but sometimes I just feel like um, yeah, I don't deserve to have. Hey, Marlene, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. You got this. We must keep God first, and the rest will follow. Self care is very important. Amen. Yes. Amen. Yes. Yes. And I'm learning that, as I as I'm getting older. But yeah, and I mean, I try not to let myself feel guilty for buying something, but it just sometimes I just feel like, do you really need that? Do you really need that handbag? Do you really need that new pair of shoes? Definitely have to put yourself first. If you're not in a good place, you can't help anyone else anyway. Exactly. Exactly. You have to care for yourself. Nobody will do that for you. Exactly. I'm learning, you know, especially with um, your health as well. You have to put yourself, first. You can't neglect your health, and you know, if you're not physically okay, then you know you're not gonna really truly be okay. If you have to make sure you're physically okay and emotionally and mentally okay. It's it's rough. I buy something for myself at least once a month, even if it's just yeah. Yeah, I'm getting to that point though, where I'm if I see something I want, I'm not putting it back. I'm looking at it closely. I'm saying, do I want this? Is it something I want or something I need? Sometimes it's more of something that I need. I'd rather buy something that I need than want. But I'm realizing I need to start uh, treating myself. You know, I it's like putting on your oxygen mask first on the airplane, then help others after you self-care. Yes, and having some positive people around you in your real life. Exactly. Yep. Yep. And I try to be around as much positivity as I can. Because I don't deal with negative energy um, in my real life. um, with all this stuff going on YouTube and everything, I try not to fill my mind with that because hey, it's a lot. If you know, you know. So I just got out of a toxic relationship. Everything was about them. I had to learn to fill up my cup every day, not wait until just Saturday. Exactly. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Yeah, I agree. um, I have closed all of my friends and family off for a long period of time to adjust my thoughts and living. It does some good, especially when folks are always negative. Exactly. Um, we I guess we all have those moments where we do get like, how can I say it? Not angry, but kind of like we all have emotions, we all have feelings. So we're gonna have those moments where we're thinking to ourselves, um, maybe something that happened and we're replaying it in our head and we're going over it and over it, and it kind of just keeps us at a standstill, if that makes sense. So I think you know getting all that negative and all that stuff that shouldn't be there is good for you. Hey, Spark the Grill, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Not saying that, not saying that was a great path, but it truly helps. But I had to learn that we all need someone. Yes, yes, yep, yep. I in the bushes. Thank you, Icon. Thank you. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like I said last live. I discussed stress, and I guess anything, and this discussing being a people pleaser, anything that just causes you to stress out and to be in your feelings, it's not worth it. You know, so stress especially is no good for you, no good for any of us. So yeah, and I don't have a lot of people in my circle. I mean, because it's just you know especially people who are always negative. If you say it's a beautiful day, they'll say, "What's so beautiful about it?" I mean, you woke up this morning. God woke you up this morning. If you say, "Have a blessed evening," oh, what's going to be the blessing? I mean, stuff like that. I don't have time for because I mean, just know, you know. Um, trying to catch up with the comments. Let's see. I had to cut myself off from family because they think that they can do whatever they want have to and you have to take it. Exactly. People will take advantage of you if you are too nice and giving. Yes. Family, friends, and social media can be stressful. Exactly. I guess you have to know my circle's small as well. I guess you have to know what to keep in and what to throw out, you know? Um, if it's causing you stress, if it's giving you a headache, it has to go. Let me just put it that way. Anything that gives you a headache, that's messing with you like that, let it go. And I'm learning as I go. I mean, I'm speaking this, but I'm trying to take in my own advice. You know, um, because yeah, being stressed and feeling like made to feel like um, you're just there for show, so to speak. You know, I would rather um, know that you. I mean, I would rather be around positive people. I mean, we all have our moments where we have little thoughts, but I mean, if you're always like that, then if you're always in a negative um, feeling, so to speak, if you're always in a negative mood or whatever, then you're gonna, that's gonna rub off on people. And I don't want to be, you know, I had to learn who was using me or healing me, and after a break, I found out. Much love to you. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Um, everyone's speaking to everyone. So yeah, you know, so like I said, I'm not not trying to allow myself to go there and be in a. I mean, just like I said, I'm a recovering people pleaser. I just and people used to always tell me, "You're too nice. You're too nice. Why are you so nice? What are you getting out of it?" And, I can't explain it. It's just I guess my nature. But as I've gotten older, and learned that that's not a good behavior to be a people pleaser. It's okay to be nice, but when you um, are too nice, like someone just said in the chat, people will take advantage of you. And who wants to feel taken advantage of? Who wants to be used? So yeah, that So yeah, guys, if anyone wants to talk about something in particular, I'm game. I mean, you deserve everything life has to offer. You are such a oh, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. I'm trying. You can't help everyone. People will use you and take advantage of you. Yes. Thank you, Vanessa. I was gonna go back to my, but I'm trying to find a copyright free thing so I won't get copyrighted for playing music. Um, you know, you can't. Okay, I read that already. I'm reading things twice. Don't ever, Spark the Girl said, don't ever feel bad for being doing the right thing. Yeah, true. You know, but because I've always been um, too. I mean, I'd say so myself. I've always been too nice, and like I said, I don't like conflict or arguing or anything like that. So instead of like having a big blow up, I'll just I guess you would call type of person a pushover. But I'm not saying I'm a pushover. I'm just saying I've experienced those things. You can never be. No, you can't be too nice, but I guess I feel like if how can I say it? If someone sees you and they're like, oh, I can get whatever I want out of her. She's really, really, really nice. And, I just, yeah. I mean, I don't go out of my way to be mean or anything because that's not me. I'm not a mean person of any kind. I just, know that I have to step back and refrain from just, you know, doing so much and I'm not getting the same in return. And I'm not saying that I give to get. That's not it at all. I just, um, I realized that I have to refrain from just, being a people pleaser. Like, whose standards are you holding yourself to? They don't even deserve the comparison. You're right. Hey, Southern Belle, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, but we're all a work in progress. We're all working on something. I mean, so guys, that's it. I'm not gonna hold you guys that long. I'm I'm trying to schedule more lives and uh, be more um, active. You know, as my channel grows. You know, I get you. I've felt your spirit for so long. Oh, thank you. But so yeah. Like I said, if there's not anything else you guys want to discuss, I mean, now it's an open panel. We can discuss whatever. Um, one second, let me. Okay, I'm back. Um, hey, No Late Creations, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. We're talking about people being a people pleaser.
Okay, Tamika, thanks for coming in. See you later. I'll be wrapping up the live soon. If there's nothing else. Hope you guys can catch the replay. Uh, don't forget to like the live as you come in. You have a giving heart and you are a special. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. You are a peaceful, quiet person. Be careful being nice. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up the live. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. Um, you guys could have been anywhere at this time, but you chose to come on over here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, No Late Creations. Dang, I am late. Have a wonderful night and weekend. Tracy and everyone. Oh, you're not late. You're here. I appreciate that. So thank you, No Late Creations. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Spark the Grill. Thank you, Vanessa. Let me go back up. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Jill's Comfort Zone. Thank you, Southern Belle. Thank you, Frank G. Let me see if I missed anyone. Thank you, Marlene. So yeah, if I missed anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. It's not intentional. This thing is. So anyway, you guys have a great night, a blessed night. Remember to love on each other, and just take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Be blessed. Until the next time, I will see you guys later. Peace, love, and blessings to you all.
We gonna